Welcome to another episode of Your Haven Heart Led Conversations with me. I'm your host, Priyanka, an emotional intelligence and relationship coach. And I love working with heart led leaders, entrepreneurs, and focus my work around emotional safety and emotional intelligence. And today we have with us my dear friend and a psychotherapist, Shruti Poladi, who's from Hyderabad, who has spent so many years working with similar sort of people. And today we are going to include her in our heart led conversations. So, welcome, Shruti.
Thank you, Priyanka. Hello, everyone.
So, how are you feeling today, Shruti, about this conversation session?
Feeling excited because we are starting something new in the new year. So, yeah. uh,
Okay. Hmm.
Excitement, and I'm feeling calm also.
Okay. I'm so glad you are here and thank you. And with that, we'll begin our first question. So, beyond your professional identity as a psychotherapist and the founder of Hiraaya, who do you see yourself as an individual?
Um, I see myself as someone who is now regulated, self-regulated, uh, and who also has I've also had to heal a lot of my limiting beliefs and stuff and everything that came up along the way. So now I think I'm in a place where I'm more settled, more grounded, and more regulated. And apart from work, I also like, if you're talking about hobbies, I also like doing creative work like painting or reading or traveling. So I guess, yeah, that's who I am.
Okay. And if I ask you to summarize that in one word that we can all remember you by, what do you think that would be?
I think right now something that resonates with me is the word conscious. So I am conscious now.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Love that. Okay. So, your work involves holding a lot of space for other people, you know. So, has that ever asked something out of you emotionally? Has that ever had any emotional cost on you or in your journey of becoming a psychotherapist or in your early years or maybe even now?
Yes, initially and sometimes even now, because I'm holding space for a lot of people, and usually in therapy, it's more like people are coming to because they are going through some challenge, some issue, some problem. So it involves holding space and listening to them and also being with them when they are experiencing intense emotions or realizations or insights. So it takes a lot out of me emotionally sometimes. So I deal with burnout, I deal with dysregulation at times. But I think over the years now I've learned how to manage it better.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Is there any tool, matlab, touching upon your previous answer, any tool that you use consistently or consciously in your life to help you with emotional regulation and to, be on track all the time, given your profession?
Yeah, so I am also a Reiki healer. So I practice Reiki for myself. So that involves a lot of shielding and grounding before the sessions and after every session. So there's a process that I follow before and after each session. And I am also into mindfulness. I'm deepening my practice. So mindfulness also helps me be more in the moment, be more grounded, be more aware. Yeah,
So, looks like you are doing a lot of inner work on yourself also.
a lot. Yeah.
So, how do you think that the inner work that you are doing is affecting or say changing the way how you show up in relationships and in your life in general or at your work also?
Um, So now I am responding instead of reacting impulsively, uh, i- in every area, like in relationships and generally in my life, in my work. Earlier, it used to be like if something triggered me, then I used to react impulsively. Now I'm responding because I am also doing the inner work. I also had my healing journey over the years. So, and uh, I'm more, I would say maybe the right word for it would be I am not resistant anymore. Like whatever is happening. I am not pushing back against something that I don't like. I'm more accepting of it. And I am also like every day I sit with it and during the meditation and I work what feelings came up for me that day, which were not very comfortable. Um, so basically, to answer your question, I think now I am more aware of myself, my reactions, how the way I respond. So I'm choosing my responses also very consciously. Yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Yes, yes. It just got me thinking that a phrase that you said, sitting with your feelings, being there with them. So that's very
Yeah.
interesting. And that's something I feel we need more of because many people who are, in high performing roles or leaders or who are entrepreneurs, businessmen, they're very good with, their IQ, but they
Mm,
struggle with their feelings and their emotions. So I would like you to throw some more light on this. Ki why is it important to sit with your feelings, to understand them, how to manage them, and how does it, matlab, if we work on them, then how do we show up differently at our workplace or in relationships? What is the shift that can happen?
okay.
Hmm.
Uh, so if we are not sitting with our feelings or if we're not processing them, then we are just pushing them down, we are suppressing them, and they might show up unexpectedly when we are not expecting them to show up. So sometimes it happens that we react and then we think, why did I overreact so much? I mean, that situation did not warrant such a reaction. So this is all coming from the suppressed emotions. So it's always a good idea to give an outlet to express those feelings in a healthier way so that they don't consume us and they don't overwhelm us. Uh, and what was the next part of the question?
Yeah, yeah. So the next part was for specifically for this set of people who are highly motivated at their workplace, have high, IQ, and but they struggle with their feelings and emotions. So if they sit with them and learn to manage them, so what would be
Hmm.
the shift in their personal relationship as well as at their workplace? Maybe leading a team. So what do you
Hmm.
think would change, or why is emotional intelligence so important for such people in their workplace or in personal relationships also?
So, so as I said, we are more aware of everything that we are doing, the decisions that we are making, if we are in leadership roles, the way we delegate, the way we speak to the people in the team, or if so basically more aware of everything. So instead of so we are choosing, I would say, like it's a choice and we are choosing every decision that we're making
Okay. Okay.
more consciously. Yeah, without all the baggage that's there.
Yeah. I like the word choice. That's very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next important question, which I want to ask you. So we have so much content on Instagram, which is talking about emotional safety in a relationship and emotional
Mm.
safety in our life and lack of emotional safety as the root of all conflict and discord in personal relationships. So, what is
Mhm.
this emotional safety? And just throw some light on this.
According to me, emotion safety is when you feel safe enough to be yourself without having any masks or having any facade. You're just you are yourself, and you feel that even when you think that even when you show up as yourself, you won't be judged or ridiculed for it. So when you're feeling safe, you're not holding back. You are expressing yourself. You're expressing what you're feeling also. So to put it simply, I think it's just that. Just showing up as yourself without holding back.
Okay, I got that. And I want to add one mini question to this and reframing the initial question also. So, how do we create emotional safety? Because, see, पेपर पे समझ आ रहा है, लाइन में इंटेलेक्चुअली समझ आ रहा है टू शो अप एंड बी आवर सेल्व्स एंड आजकल सब लोग अवेयर है ओके सो मोर एंड मोर पीपल आर अवेयर नाउअडेज बट देन व्हाई इज
Yeah.
इट लैकिंग why is there so much of confusion in relationships these days and how does one build emotional safety like especially for men who don't
Mm.
know much about emotions let alone emotional safety so how do we simplify it for them.
Yeah, I think it starts with firstly getting in touch with yourself, uh, and accepting yourself as you are, like with all your flaws, with everything as you are, and creating that safety within yourself, which also starts with accepting yourself and letting yourself be. So when we do that, we are creating internal safety, and that eventually shows up in our relationships as well. Feeling safe enough to be who we are in our relationships as well. For men, I think this might be a little like for some men, not for, I won't generalize it, but maybe for some men, it might be a little new because they might not be uh, aware of or in touch with their emotions and like who they are as a person, what they want, because maybe they were always told that, you have to be strong, or uh, good boys don't cry, you have to be this, you have to be. So they were always the providers, right? So again, like starting small, asking yourself, like, what do I want? What is what is it that I want, irrespective of whatever the world says here? What am I feeling? What am I thinking? So maybe these simple questions will get them back in touch with themselves again to be able to create that safety within.
Okay, I think that's really helpful because it's very practical and it talks about the how rather than the what. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just so intrigued by your answers. So the next question is in line. And so, what do you think this emotional safety and presence looks like? Like, if we are encouraging it and we sit with ourselves, we accept ourselves, then what small changes do you think happen in the way how we feel and show up? So, what does this emotional safety and presence look like for us at an
Hmm.
individual level? Hmm.
Uh, I think it also, like talking from my experience and some of my clients' experiences, um, when we are uh, not avoiding something, so when we are sitting with our emotions, when we are sitting with ourselves, we are not running away from them, we are not avoiding them. So we are just creating space for them to show up as however they are, messy, unpleasant. It's okay. So when we do that, we are giving them an outlet, our emotions an outlet, and ourselves that space to just be and not perform all the time. And when that happens, the pressure is not there that we have to show up in the world in a certain way, or we have to act in these situations. I think it again comes back to circling back to we show up as ourselves, our authentic, raw
Mm,
selves, and
mhm,
we feel uh, more um, like without the past baggage, so many emotions holding us back. I think we feel lighter and more present in the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we'll move a little. First of all, thank you for such amazing answers. We'll move a little towards your work and profession. So,
Hmm.
what is your role as a therapist in this, Shruti?
Uh, my role as a therapist in,
Or your
could
clients? How
you?
are you helping your clients with this?
Um, so firstly, initially it's all about building the rapport so that they feel comfortable enough to, because it's a very vulnerable space, right? So I try to make it as non-judgmental and as safe as I can, not only through my words but also through my actions. So firstly, it's just uh, allowing them to be here, uh, where they can't be themselves, even if they can't be themselves anywhere else. So here, there's no pressure to do anything or say anything. So they just show up as themselves, and touch wood, a lot of my the clients that I have worked with till now are very self-motivated. So uh, through the activities, through the things that we do in therapy, there is also something that they I give them to do apart from between sessions.
Okay.
So all of them are very willing and motivated to do that. So when they are very invested in their growth and their healing, my job becomes a lot easier.
That's wonderful. And I love the fact that you said that many of your, and especially most, that's what you said, of your clients are self-motivated. That's amazing. So this is
Yeah.
a nice shift to experience.
Yeah. Luckily, I just attract all aligned clients.
Okay, so now that you talk about alignment, I'll ask you one important final question of the day.
Okay.
So, what belief did you have to shift to align or to, move forward in your career or work? What is something you had to just let go of completely from the old Shruti?
Um, that I have to earn my worthiness. Like I have to do something to become worthy. I am in the process of shifting that belief, I would say, to I am inherently worthy and good things can happen to me naturally. So I had to work on my worthiness a little bit, a lot actually.
I can relate. Same here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Shruti, any final notes, any final message that you would like to give to people who may be watching this on YouTube or social media? Anything you want to say to them?
Uh, just that no matter what you're going through, it's a phase. Like it's not your entire life. So don't equate that with your whole life. Understand that it's a phase, and you can always, have better experiences, better shifts once you decide to work on yourself.
Amazing. That's very beautiful. So thank you, Shruti. It was such a pleasure to have you. And with this, we are ending this episode of Your Haven, Heart-Led Conversations. And let's all say thank you to Shruti and let's go follow her everywhere on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and stay tuned with her and in touch with her work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shruti.
Thank you, Priyanka.